Hi there. Welcome to Cybersecurity Dojo. My name's Dave, and in today's video, we'll be talking about a cybersecurity topic that often gets overlooked: social engineering. We'll cover topics from what social engineering is to 7 common social engineering tactics that threat actors use. And finally, we'll discuss how you can protect yourself and your organization from falling victim. With that being said, let's jump right in. Social engineering is the psychological manipulation of humans to get them to perform an action they normally wouldn't do, such as divulge confidential information, click on malicious links, or grant unauthorized access to systems. And unlike traditional hacking, which targets the more technical vulnerabilities in hardware or software, social engineering targets humans. This type of attack uses various tactics to prey on our natural tendencies, specifically targeting our trust, desire to help others, our curiosity, or fear. And these tactics include creating believable scenarios, building rapport with the target, and creating a sense of urgency to get you to act without thinking. They might pretend to be someone that you know and trust, like a bank employee or even a friend. The goal of social engineers is to bypass security controls by exploiting your trust or lack of awareness. Next, let's talk about some of the common social engineering tactics that threat actors and cyber criminals use. First, we'll talk about phishing. This is one of the most widespread tactics used. Phishing is an umbrella term used to describe deceptive emails, messages, or text messages that look legitimate but are often trying to trick you into clicking on a malicious link, open attachments, or to give away sensitive information like passwords or credit card details. And if you want to learn more about phishing, I actually made a video covering this topic more in depth, specifically centered around email phishing, which I'll link down in the description of this video. Next, we'll talk about pretexting. Pretexting is where a threat actor creates a believable scenario or story called a pretext to gain your trust. They could be someone who calls or approaches you claiming to be from IT support, a bank employee, or a law enforcement officer with the goal of getting you to reveal information or perform a specific action you wouldn't otherwise do. Next, we'll talk about baiting. Baiting is a tactic that involves offering something tempting, such as a free download, a gift card, or access to exclusive content to trick the target. This can come in the form of offering V-Bucks from Fortnite for signing up for a service, or even in the form of a seemingly abandoned USB device left in a parking lot. The bait often contains malware or can even lead to phishing sites. In the case of USB devices left in parking lots, these often contain keyloggers to capture what you're typing and send it to whomever left it to be picked up. Another common tactic that's used is tailgating. This is a physical tactic involving an unauthorized person following an authorized person into a restricted area, such as an office building. This individual might pretend to have forgotten their badge or keycard, or perhaps claim to be a delivery person. They may also have their hands full to take advantage of our good nature and have us hold the door open for them. Next, we'll talk about quid pro quo. This type of tactic involves offering a service in exchange for information. For example, a threat actor might try calling you pretending to be from tech support and offer to fix a computer problem in exchange for login credentials. Next up, Scareware. This involves using fear tactics to trick you into taking an action. This is very commonly seen with pop-up warnings on your computer claiming that your system's infected with malware and offers a solution to remove it for you if you install their antivirus software, or they list a phone number on screen asking you to call tech support immediately. The goal here is to cause you to panic and make a quick, uninformed decision without thinking. Lastly, we'll talk about shoulder surfing. Shoulder surfing is another physical tactic that often involves someone physically watching someone enter sensitive information like passwords or pins. This often occurs in public places like ATMs or in line at the grocery store. And this is a very simple but effective way to steal credentials. Now that we know what social engineering is and some of the common tactics used, let's talk about how to protect yourself and your organization from falling victim to social engineering tactics. The good news is, simply being aware of these tactics greatly reduces the risk of you falling victim. However, here are a few precautions that you can take to reduce risk even further. Be skeptical. If something seems too good to be true, or you feel like you're being pressured to act quickly, definitely take a moment and question it. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Next, verify identities. Always verify the identity of anyone requesting sensitive information. This is a good practice if you receive a phone call or an email you weren't expecting. Call them back using a known, trusted number, not the one that they provide. Protect your personal information. Be mindful of what you share on social media. Social media is a treasure trove for threat actors who are trying to do reconnaissance on their target. If you overshare sensitive information online, you're making threat actors' jobs easier. Be aware of your surroundings, especially in public places. You never know when someone's trying to look over your shoulder or attempting to follow you into restricted areas. From an organizational perspective, social engineering training is a critical part of any security awareness training program. Be sure to regularly provide social engineering training to employees on social engineering tactics and how to recognize them. Enable MFA everywhere. Be sure to use unique, complex passwords for all of your accounts and enable multi-factor authentication, a second factor to prove you are who you say you are, like a code from an app on your phone. And this helps prevent your accounts from being compromised, even if your password is. Finally, be sure to establish clear policies and procedures for handling sensitive information and reporting suspicious activity. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found this video informative, or you would like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button, and I will see you later. Take care.